Yeah, we just sitting here talking. We got this new angle. No, it ain't no. So what was we talking about?
Oh my gosh. Leaving one way of thinking and entering into a new way of thinking.
Yeah. So we were just kind of like past couple of days or a few days. It's been a lot of moments of struggle, or a lot of moments of just sometimes you get in your emotions, you get in your feelings, you're getting distracted by things that cause you to kind of put more bricks in the backpack. You know what I mean? You're stacking up the weight, and then we're like, man, how do you get out of it? How do you get out of this moment where it's obviously recognizable that you are becoming a hindrance, to your own freedom, your own, divine flow. So we were just kind of talking about that, about, of course, us, and just kind of taking this moment to get clear and to get free of those bricks or those weights, so that God so we can really be in as they say, the receiving mode.
Mm-hmm.
That's very important.
Sometimes people get so trapped into thinking that they'll never get out of the place that they're in, or it can feel overwhelming, or it can feel like there's so much work to be done to get to where they want to be, that they don't take the first step or the second step or the third step. They don't keep going down that path to really start to let go of those bricks, like you talked about, And so really, that's what we were saying, just that people have to even trust that you can be free and that you can start to move forward. And it's not so much about how long it's going to take, because usually that's where all of our minds go to. Is how long something is going to take. It's not so much about that, but it's more about you starting to move forward, to thinking differently, so that you can receive differently.
Yeah. I know I was talking about how, for as far back as I can remember, in these certain ways, I've always felt like, man, it just can't be this hard. You think you listen to people's stories, and then their prayer stories, and then, church. If you look at your church, man, and you say you got 500 members, I guarantee you that 400 of those members are going to be in what the normal person lives. Meaning they're going to be doing the motions of church. They're going to be doing the motions of spiritual whatever, but they're not really seeing what they think they should be seeing. You know what I mean? So like I'm talking about, that's over 90% of your body. So I was like, man, it can't be this hard. So me and her were talking just a few minutes ago, and it was like, wow, I think you guys hear me talk about consciousness a lot. I like to believe that there are two states. There's a poverty state, and then there's an abundance state. So from a poverty state, which most of us find ourselves being first and staying, or whatever, we're in that consciousness first, and that's what it's like to be born in sin. So so looking out from a kind of a poverty consciousness, I've always sensed like, man, it can't be this hard. So we were talking, and we were like, wow, we realized that an abundance consciousness is exactly that. So literally, like, if you think of consciousness as one side of the street, poverty consciousness is on one side of the street, and abundance consciousness is on the other side of the street. All it takes is one jump or one step to get from one consciousness to the one state of consciousness into the next. So if you can see it like that, then it kind of takes the sting away from thinking, man, how on earth am I going to be able to change my state of mind? It's just an adjustment, and it's a perspective. And we believe that, how you do that is you just start to literally take an active control over your moments or your emotions in the moment or your state of mind in the moment. So just like I said, we were having these little weird moments over the last few days, and we were like, wait a minute, we got to take an active participation in this moment to get out of it. So once you get yourself out of this funk moment, then you are, actively participating, deliberately and intentionally taking authority over your own mind. And that's really how you take the step out of one limited consciousness into the other one. Of course, it takes moments, and we don't know God's timing on certain things, but we do realize that my fault, y'all thought it stopped. Yeah, so
Yeah.
So we just wanted to stop in and say hey.
I'll leave y'all with that.
Hey. Hopefully y'all can glean some jewels from that for your own situation, and just walk it out. Let's walk it out.
Y'all can do it.
Yeah.
Y'all can do it. We all can do it.
We gotta do it, man. We got it. What other choice do we have? Okay. You say something else? No.